Hello, we're back. For those of you who are watching live, thank you very much for your patience. For those of you who are watching the VOD, hello for the first time. For anybody who may be coming after us, we were going to play more Ender Lilies, and then it just wasn't meshing with my brain. So we're trying something totally new. And we'll see if we want to carry on with it come Sunday or whatever. But hello to Leo and to Frank. Thank you for sticking around for a little break there. But yeah, for those who may not know, Chrono Ark is a game that I don't know anything about either. That's not entirely true. I know that this is a roguelike deck builder. If you've played Slay the Spire, you sort of know how that goes. But from what I understand, it's a little bit less. I mean, for one, it's more anime, and you rather than having a deck of cards, you have like a cast of characters that you have abilities for, something like that. It is in early access. I believe that the full release is quote unquote soon, but I don't know too much beyond that. So we're figuring this out together. I think everything's good. Yeah, audio level's okay. There are 0 backup data, in fact. Sounds good? Yay! Welcome to the Ark. This is heaven, where everyone's dreams come true. People live together for a single hope. Yes, this is the world everyone wanted. Come on, tell me, what do you desire? I desire a leaf hedgehog? Oh my god. Well, by trying out the controls, I accidentally closed the tutorial. Luckily, it's just WASD with shift to move. Was it shift to move slightly faster? Don't know how that happened. Cool. Sure. Well, I guess there's a sneak peek at some of our characters. We have a jump. We received an achievement for jumping. This is an early access game that has achievements, so that's always fun to see. Lucy. This way, Lucy. Oh, it's too slow, kid. She's just a child. Don't be too hard on her. We need to go just a little further. Do you think you can make it? Yes, no problem. Don't push yourself too hard. You're the treasure of the investigation team, after all. Oh no. Oh no, are these more memories? Oh no. I'm not scared, as long as everyone's with me. We'll take care of the monsters. Just lead the way for us. Let us know if you have any problems. Don't worry, we'll protect you with our lives. So this is a good start. This is totally fine. Can I collect berries? I don't think it's that kind of game, but Can I collect berries is the question. Those might be roses, actually.
Hey kid, try eating this. It's freshly cooked.
Sir, that's a vial? That is a mysterious vial that is defying gravity. I guess that might just be like a cap. It's like totally full with a cap. But...
Stay warm, Lucy.
Wow, it's so warm. After collecting the last piece, we'll head to the clock tower. Our journey's end is not far off.
No thanks to Lucy. Huh. I'll have to give you some credit.
Everyone, thank you so much. First things first, you gotta get some wood. I mean, like the movement and like the way that the 2D characters are animated in a 3D space, it does kind of make me think of... It almost makes me think of Don't Starve. I mean, obviously it's a very different game from Don't Starve, but that's the first one that comes to mind. So there is some part of me that's like, yes, gather berries. Harvest resources.
Hey kid, you're pretty helpful, you know that? No, you're just a kid until we get to the clock tower.
Thanks. God.
We're almost there. It's time to restore the world.
Be careful. Don't put your guard down until this is over. Can I please have some can? What is a can of? Could use some accordion stings. You know, that's what it's missing. They just need to add that, and then it's out of early access. I believe that was Lucy's face. Well, this seems like not a great way for things to have gone.
I was just a little careless. How could it end like this?
Joey is no longer moving. I'm afraid this is my end. Lucy, run as far as you can. Leon is no longer moving.
Just a little bit. If I'd done a little bit better, we could have activated the clock tower.
Azar is no longer moving. No. What's happened? Please, everybody, wake up. I don't care what happens to the clock tower anymore, so please. Don't worry. This is not the end. It's just another beginning. Because you are the hero of this world. So this is a slightly heavier opening than I was expecting. Also, I did look up a little bit of gameplay before, I mean, obviously before I even got this game. It was actually gifted to me by a friend. So many thanks for that. But the videos that I saw on it did not have this whole intro, so I'm a little bit blindsided. Can change my outfit. Basic or the cat folk today. Is that I mean, it's grayed out. Does that mean that I can... Okay. It means that I don't have it yet. Appreciate all the plushies.
Morning. Are you ready?
Let's leave now.
Wait a minute. They all notified the investigation team of your presence. Try talking to any investigators you want to recruit to our party. Everyone's fired up from the news of us finding a timeshade.
Okay.
Leslie, are you really sure?
About what?
Despite what I said yesterday, there's no need for us to hurry. It's best to be thoroughly prepared. On that note, how about practicing in the training grounds? Good choice. Let's go to the training grounds.
So I guess this is going to be like a hub area where we choose our party members before each run. Wait, I love them.
Welcome to the training grounds, Lucy. I'm your temporary instructor, the one and only Phoenix. I'll teach you everything step by step, so you'd better be grateful. Now, shall we learn the basics of combat?
Wait, I didn't expect the music to go off. Hello?
Combat works by selecting a skill from your hand and selecting a target. Every skill requires mana to use, and the mana cost of the skill is shown inside the purple gem. This is your maximum mana. You have 3 mana at the moment. Keep your maximum mana in mind and try attacking the enemy.
So Lucy's not doing the attacking herself. Joey is an accurate weakling. Health bars. And you can cancel it that way. Okay, so we have our mana system, we have basic attacks. Everyone can apparently attack once per turn, or at least use 1 skill per turn.
Good job! Your skills will be discarded and added to the discard pile. Almost like it's a deck builder. Since there are no more skills to play, you should pass the turn by clicking end turn.
Or I can press Q, like a cool person. Lucy is small and frail, do not make her fight. What is with the theme of small girls in doomed worlds being protected by by tragic figures? That's just the theme of tonight. Even when we aren't playing Under Lilies, we're kind of playing Under Lilies.
At the start of the turn, you draw 2 skills and regain all your mana.
Only 2?
When there are no more skills in your deck, the discard pile is shuffled and added back to your deck.
So, like a roguelike deck builder.
Since an ally is hurt, you should try using the basic heal skill. Basic heal? Basic heal! As opposed to an advanced mountain. Basic heal skill to heal your ally.
Okay, so it's not a matter of each character being able to attack once, but you can only use, even your basic attacks are cards that you can only play once.
Your ally is healed up and you have some remaining mana, but there are no attack skills you can play. Casting another healing spell would be pretty useless here. In these situations, you should use the exchange feature. This lets you discard a skill from hand and draw a skill from the deck. I'll put a draw skill at the top of your deck. Try exchanging the basic heal and then use draw.
Okay, so I can either click that and then click that, or hold shift and exchange. I play Pot of Greed. There are no skills on hand, draw 3 skills. Oh boy.
Now, look at the cost of the first basic attack. You're right. Why does this basic attack cost 2 and the others cost 1? It's because of overload. For every stack of overload on an ally, their skill costs are increased by 1 for that turn. The basic heal that you used overloaded your ally, which caused their skill cost to increase. And this is where the death comes in. So I was wrong that you can only attack once with each ally per turn, but there is an effect. Cool. I'll add a bunch of skills into your hand, so try casting them with overload in mind.
Seal weakens. So, with overload in mind, this is going to do 16 damage. That would do 12 plus 10. So I feel like I should... I keep wanting to, like, click and drag it over. You, and... you.
Alright! Allies gain overload by casting spells, and overload causes their skill cost to increase. Simple enough, right? Overload stacks when you play a skill, and all overload is removed at the start of the next turn. Keep that in mind. Huh? Wouldn't you run out of mana too quickly? Don't worry, there's some skills that don't cause overload. The Majestic Phoenix has gifted you with 2 mana and a couple skills. Notice how these skills have blue gems? Blue gems? This is my friend from the Blue Man group. His name is Jim. We call him Blue Jim. Have blue gems instead of purple gems. These skills have a property called Swiftness. Skills with Swiftness do not overload characters no matter how much you use them. Try using them for yourself. Some of these skills have special effects, so try reading them carefully.
What do I don't wanna? Raspberry Slim Jim sounds kind of unpleasant. Ignores taunt. Each attack skill played will reduce that skill by 1. Cool. Exclude. So it just removes it from the deck. Like it exiles it for the battle. So we hit you, hit you, hit you. Bonk, bonk, and now you are free.
Good job! A little fun to spam skills without worrying about overload.
Besides Swiftness, there are many other keywords that offer unique effects, so make sure to check them out.
Huh? What happens if you're out of skills in your hand?
In that case, you can try using a fixed ability.
If you look down at the bottom of the screen, there should be a hexagon-shaped skill icons next to the ally portraits.
This is called a fixed ability.
Add a skill to your hand.
Increased Morale is a once skill that can only be used once for battle, and its cost is 0. Try using Increased Morale. So this becomes a permanent effect for the rest of the battle. Okay, I say that, and it gets discarded after 2 turns. But, it's 2 mana. Now look at the fixed ability at the bottom. It's the same skill, but costs 1 more, right? Try using Increased Morale in the fixed ability slot. That is the same skill. Most skills can be registered as a fixed ability, which lets you use them at any time. So you can register them. Okay, this is getting more complex by the moment. Which is cool, but also, oh god, my brain. However, their cost is increased by 1, and only 1 fixed ability can be used per turn. If you want to have a skill available at all times, it's a good idea to register it as a fixed ability.
Now that's out of the way. Try passing the turn.
But I have so much mana.
Sacrificial toast.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, now we'll end the turn. I'm sure you have a grasp on how to use your skills by now. Then it's review time. I've changed the deck and added a couple of skills into your hand. Exchange, Overload, Swiftness, Fixed Ability. Apply the knowledge we've learned so far and deal as much damage as possible.
Okay, it is time for math. One of your favorite games? Cool. I have enjoyed other roguelike deck builders. I mentioned Slay the Spire in the title. I played like Monster Train, but this one seems to have a bit more like execution depth than I'm used to. So I'm hoping that I don't overload my brain. But I think it's cool so far. Granted, I'm just in a tutorial, but okay, so increasing morale always seems like a good idea. Select a skill to gain swiftness. Cool. Very much not the same bit. I mean, in that it's a roguelike deck builder, but I realize that the moment-to-moment gameplay is quite different, as well as the general tone and all that.
So,
there is a lot to take in, but there's more for each illusion sword and illusion sword buff in hand. Add 2 illusion swords to your hand. Okay. Chainsaw. Cool. Reduce armor. Does everything have armor, or I guess I'm not sure if armor is like general attack increase, or if it's only useful for specifically armored enemies. Swiftness, ignore taunt. Apply stacks of grievous burn. Pain resist. Maybe that's our general damage increase. Oh god, there's so many words already. Phoenix, why have you left me to die like this? And maybe not die, at least fend for myself. Let's see, duplicate all illusion swords in hand, duplicate until your hand is full. Okay, so sending slice illusion flash seems good if I have the mana for it. I'm not sure if I do.
You're on your own, kid.
Okay, so starting with gaining more mana is always a good idea. So that'll bring us to 4, so we will not be able to Ascending Slice and Illusion Flash in the same turn anyway. Hi there, Darth. We were in fact referring to Phoenix over here on the right side of the game, who was adorable. Not to say that you aren't, but you know. Thank you for the Quentin dialect while I way overthink the tutorial of all things. And Sacrificial Ghost, thank you very much for the follow. I'm not sure why my alert did not go. I will need to test that soon. Anyway. Make sure to exchange skills you don't need. Does it cost anything to exchange? No, it just looks like you can only do it once. Once per. Oh, hey, look! There's another increased morale. I guess that helps. So... grab some of those. Do we have the ability to accelerate fixed skills? Doesn't look like it. That does 7 for each illusion sword. So that's just better than using the illusion swords themselves. Then I guess I'll just accelerate illusion flash and just this is still going to activate activate fatigue or overload, right? In fact, it is not. Okay. Cool. Well, in that case... Okay. Well, now I know. That's fun. I like these animations. Oh, and then you can just use these anyway. For some reason I thought that they would be used up by that skill. Oh, well, hello. You have taunt. Getting out the pen and paper to keep track of all the cards and how they work. I mean, speaking of Slay the Spire, there is something to be said about having like your only options be protect from some damage and deal some damage, and then, you know, a couple of weird ones that you can get used to. Versus, here's a whole bunch of keywords right in a row. But it's alright. We'll get it. We're still in the learning phase.
Perfect. As they say, a great teacher makes a great student, don't you think? There should be no issues with attacking, but the problem is defending. Enemies won't just stand still and take your hits. On that note, I'll teach you how to minimize damage from enemy attacks. The next mechanic I'll introduce is action count. How do I explain this? Well, seeing is believing. Try playing with some skills and pay attention to the action count.
So, from what I remember seeing, the action count, anytime I do something, it reduces the action count of the enemies, and they will launch their attacks even in the middle of my turn, quote unquote, when they reach 0. Let's see. Get poisoned. And you have taunt.
Huh? The enemy moved even though you didn't end your turn. Well, that's obvious. As I said, the enemies won't just stand still and take your hits. Most enemies will try to attack you in the middle of your turn. It's important to check the enemies to see when they'll act. Action counts decrease by 1 whenever you play a skill, and enemies act when their action count reaches 0. When you end your turn, all enemies with remaining action counts will act. Do you remember the swiftness keyword from before? Not only does swiftness prevent overload, it also prevents enemy action counts from going down. Try it out yourself. I've given you an AoE heal skill as well as an accelerate skill, so try healing your damaged party members.
We get it, I bait.
Did you see that? After using a swiftness skill, the enemy action count didn't change, right? I'm sure you understand how action counts work now. Let's move to the next turn.
Oh, I guess I'll do it myself. Fine.
Take a look at your ally's health bar. It turned green by the amount of HP that was lost. This is called Healing Gauge. Try using this heal skill on any party member.
Ow. I guess I'll heal the healer.
Now, let's look at the health bars again. You can see that the healing gauges are somewhat gone. I'll adjust party health a bit, so try healing again.
You can't heal over your healing gauge. Or at least not very much. Huh. So it encourages you to be proactive with your healing.
The party member with healing gauge received the full effect of the heal, while the party member with no healing gauge recovered only a bit of it. In a way, having healing gauge is like being wounded. If you treat the wound before it becomes serious, you can make a full recovery. However, if you get wounded again in the same spot, it would be difficult to heal, right? It's a good idea to heal your allies quickly, so they don't lose healing gauge. Also, remaining healing gauge is filled up when the battle ends, so quickly ending the fight is another way to conserve health. Now on to the next step. Try pressing the end turn button.
Is that just the taunt? Yeah. Taunt icon.
Hey, but where are you going? Don't run away, I promise we're almost done.
Now I'm going to teach you about pain damage. This, I feel like I need this as a, as like a reaction image, for when I need to jokingly threaten someone. In fact, one second, I'm just gonna step into this real quick. Okay, cool.
Pain damage is damage that cannot cut your healing gauge. I've given a pain debuff to a party member. Read the description of the debuff and try casting a skill.
When this bird just breaks your bone for, as an example. Receive 5 damage if you cast one of your skills. There are a lot of modifiers going on, huh? Stock squish sound effect. At least this ignores taunt. 8 damage per turn.
Do you see what I mean? Healing gauge didn't disappear even after taking damage. Most pain damage is caused by these pain debuffs, and there are many debuffs to watch out for besides this broken debuff. You can discern the type of debuff by the color of the icon, and there are some debuffs that can instantly wipe your party if you don't pay attention. So, if you ever get a debuff, stay calm and read the description. Now then, shall we go to the final turn? Press the end turn button.
Thank you for the heals.
Alright, time for the final stretch.
Stock squish effect is what you... Hey, do not stock squish the greedy.
This time I'll teach you about standby. Standby is a feature that lets you reduce the enemy's action count without having to play a skill. See how the enemy's action count is 1, right?
Time to teach you. This is my favorite topic, Toast. Thank you.
Checking the hourglass icon at the top left. Get toasted. Did you see that? By using standby, you reduced everyone's action count by 1, and this caused the enemy's action to hit 0. This may seem like a useless mechanic, but there are many applications. For example, you can create opportunities to heal in between enemy attacks. There will be situations where standby will come in handy, so make sure to remember it. Alright, that's it for the basics. Master Phoenix has nothing left to teach. There'll be countless obstacles and strategies waiting for you in the Twisted Land. If it's you, I'm sure you can overcome any challenge with a calm mind. The most important thing is to never give up, no matter how bad the circumstances. Don't panic and apply what you've learned to lead yourself to victory.
You not even gonna give us not even giving us the pleasure of knocking out that one enemy. Okay, so time to become obsessed over characters. Ian is a warrior who harbors immense hatred towards the Church of Pharaohs. He's difficult to control due to his madness, but he has great potential. High maximum health and against groups. When he defeats an enemy, he can cast it again with half damage to another enemy. Okay, only 2 difficulties. When defeated, lose all party progression. Replay the game even if your party is wiped. So, do you want this to be a roguelike or a roguelite? It's what I'm getting this from this. So, yes, I guess we'll try standard. So our other DPS. Star is always composed and reacts skillfully to any situation, which makes him a great leader. The investigation team expects nothing less of him. He's an attacker who can combo his skills in various ways by repeatedly attacking enemies with his illusion swords. The topmost skill in hand receives an illusion sword buff. If you play or discard a skill with illusion sword buff, you create an illusion sword. So, the Shiv character. Our defenders. Her name is Miss Chain. Cool. Love that. Miss Chain loves destroying, burning, and cutting open anything in sight. She volunteered to join the investigation team to play around at the Twisted Land. What can she accomplish with her handmade flaming chains? Handmade? Great sustainability due to her passive and can set up advantageous situations for her teammates. She gains burn when she uses a skill. Her health gauge is protected during burn, and they gain bonus effects during burn. So she gives herself an effect that protects her and causes additional effects. Wait, no. Where do we go? Okay, there we are. All fun and games until you get kicked back from the chainsaw. It's fine. We're only going to be using it against soft targets. Ironheart. As the leader of a private mercenary unit that lends manpower in exchange for gold. They're not on anyone's side, but are currently hired by the investigation team to find and rebuild the Time Shade. Can protect all allies and serves as a durable shield. Can also utilize ally healing abilities to deal heavy. So if you pair him up with a healer, he can then use those healing skills to instead deal damage. This is kind of neat. Overheal. Cool. Joey is a genius chemist who previously worked at the research lab. To create specialized equipment. Frustrated by the lack of progress, Joey decided to participate in the investigation of the Twisted Land. He can help allies or harass enemies with various buffs and debuffs. Also, I like his vibe. Receive a random potion when you level up. I love to receive a random potion when I level up. Tenders, you get the Flaming Chainsaw Lady or the guy with 2 shields. I mean... given the demographic that this game is going for based on some of the art, I can imagine which one is slightly more popular. Roselle has strong faith as a priestess, and so she joined the investigation team to help purify the Twisted Land. She brings stability to the team with strong healing and support skills. Start of the turn, place one draw with the blow effect. View two random skills from the deck and add one to your hand. Okay, so she gives you some consistency in addition to heals. And also, she has a fun hat. And also, I have a weakness for priestess type characters. So, I think we can only recruit 2 at the moment. Imagine not being on armor. I mean, look, it has its appeal, but oh, okay. You can just view the art directly. I do not have any gifts. Sometimes you just gotta gift your homies a collar. Um, it it is in fact a baseball bat, which is great. I think I might want to use Purcell just because just I don't know. I like her vibe. Um I guess we can try some new stuff. So maybe once I get like more familiar with the game, I'll open polls. But for the moment, I think I am going to. I'm actually not going to use a defender because you can only choose 2, despite there being 3 classes, which is very rude. Um, Healing power and ally assistance. Okay, so it just switches between them. Well, I'm sure that this pairing is totally functional. Definitely not at all weird. Try it out. Misty Garden. I didn't expect when I got this game, I genuinely didn't expect this like moving around in an overworld or moving around a map kind of gameplay. Goof dozed off. And your Lily's was giving us some trouble. So we decided to play Chrono Ark instead. I mean it's a similar vibe, but there's a boss. Cool, terrifying. I don't know what this icon means. Select an item to obtain. I do love me some items. Draw 1 more skill at the start of the battle. If your deck is over 20, then you get another draw. Or debuff resistance is increased and evade is increased. Sure, I like drawing. I mean, hipsack is a slightly more elegant term than what an American would usually call that. So is this just a normal battle then? I guess so. Why are you so sad? Oh no, I don't want to hurt you. Okay. They chatter? Okay. So we are going to swap you. Cool, great, love that for us. I guess we'll give it swiftness. You're going to do 11 damage. Guess I might as well attack the faster one. Okay. So as you continue to stand by, it eventually costs mana. Cool. Sad bug. I'm so distressed about how sad this hedgehog is. Get healed. And align it. Ignore taunt and gain guaranteed crits against targets whose health is below 50%. That Death's Door gains swiftness when the user is at Death's Door. I don't know what Death's Door is, but I mean, we can just murder, and then he can immediately. Is it not a passive that he can re-attack when something dies by his hand? Well, oh, passive aren't active until level 2. Cool. Now I know. Well, so does this do anything? It's fine. It's totally fine that he laughs evilly. He used to upgrade levels. Restore health. Cool. Open tab. Dip-dip-doo. Okay, so we have 2 soul stones. We can increase our max mana or card draw, or we can upgrade one of the characters themselves. There are so many decisions here, and it's really cool. And also, I'm feeling slightly overloaded. No pun intended. I mean, she's a little bit normal. I think card draw is good. I was running into situations there where I was swapping out a card and just getting another of the same. So That being said, leveling up the characters themselves. God damn it, I'm already doing it. Uh, okay. Final decision. I'm going to improve consistency by leveling up one of my characters, which is also going to make me more proficient in combat. So start of each turn, replace one draw with one that I choose. Cool. Learn a skill. Kill it. Which is Swift, Ignore Taunt. Also the fact that everything has accuracy is very rude. I foresee times when I work out the math and then miss anyway. So that's gonna be fine. Reduce armor. And is that apply taunt to yourself? Remove a random debuff. Prophecy. Okay. So some skills interact with prophecy in that they will activate when you choose them with prophecy, which is kind of cool. Or heal all characters except yourself and the target for 6. So you heal everything, even enemies. I think I'm just gonna kill it. You can increase your maximum mana and draw skills. Enhance overall combat power. Mean. Okay, so having something as your fixed ability means that it is not in your deck. So I guess we can keep a basic heal for when we need it. Well, okay. We do in fact need to purify the eel. Thank you. Time to open the map. Exclamation points are parts of interest. Those are fast travel points. Bread. Okay, so let's see, that does 13 damage. We are going to switcheroo you. Guess we could make that cheaper, but guess it needs to go there. Well, hot cup of tea. Cast tea time? Floating table in the woods that yeah, it's I think it's very cute. Anyway, so kill it does 9 damage and can ignore taunt. Oh, it causes it to other characters as well. Cool. We will take that. And because of the extra damage, that was a one-shot. Oh, I'm figuring out this game a little bit. That made me feel good. Identify an item. More soul stones. So I guess for gender equality, we'll upgrade you too. The level up mechanic is interesting. Obviously it's common for other games like this to let you add cards to your deck after each battle. And I mean, I guess this sort of has, but the fact that it's tied to level ups is kind of neat. 28 damage for 2 that automatically targets whatever has the lowest health. For the target's healing gauge but receive pain damage. We have healing kind of covered. Or another end of the line. I guess we'll... I would pretty much use up my turn, yeah. I mean, I guess sometimes you just want to spend your turn on just murdering. So I don't know. Maybe it's worth it to sometimes just say that sometimes we're just going to mutilate and that'll be our turn. In a skill book. Or upgrade a skill but lose 2 maximum health. View 1 random class skill per ally and learn 1. Sure. I can get another kill hit. And... okay, so all of those are teleport points. Cool. We are going to continue exploring for a second. Apply a random negative enchantment to an equipment. What is an equipment? Or transform an item into a better item. Does that count as... that meets the conditions. So I guess I don't know what, I guess I don't know what equipment is. Well... at least we got to sightsee. I guess all that's left is boss time. It's a puppy! Let's swap you out. Let's accelerate kill it. And then just mutilate. Oh, you can do several attacks. Oh, and targeting another ally, heal yourself for 50% of the healing amount. Well. Okay, so they do have 2 attacks. Well, shoot. Not the crunches, please. 15%. I think we might just need to heal and thwack. And well, at least we can dodge tool 2. We'll take it. So the vibe that I get is that this is a lot more kind of RPG based in that so like Slay the Spire, you kind of want to develop your strategy, make it as streamlined as possible, and then your turns just kind of. I mean, I'm not going to say they play themselves. You can still do it. You can still do it wrong, but there's no variance. You can do all of the math in your head and then execute perfectly. But with mischances and dodges and crits and things like that, it makes this a lot more. I don't know if I want to say chaotic, but I'm going to hope that the game is generally designed around that type of variance. So anyway, Moni, Soulstones, a box of friendship. Gain a rare skill and permanently unlock items at the Ark before your journey begins. That's permanent. Thought the third to last thing was a pizza. This one? The book? Cool. Your maximum mana is in fact low. I guess we have some regularity with Purcell, so we'll get some max mana. Golden skill books. Move this skill to the top of the deck when a battle starts, so you get it immediately. Make a prophecy whenever you draw after exchanging a skill. So it lets you prophecy on exchanges as well. So even more reliability versus moderate damage, swiftness, ignore taunt. Damage received by party members into bonus damage. So as I take more damage, this will deal more damage. Which is cool. But I am addicted to I guess it's sort of like scrying. So the interesting thing about Purcell is that her prophecy skills are disincentivized from being her fixed ability. I guess we can make kill it her fixed ability, so she always has the option to to deal a little bit of damage, and but it also has a prophecy effect. And I guess I'll keep her as a basic healer. God, this is going to be such an interesting game to get to learn. This is always my favorite part of roguelikes, just like unlocking all the random power-ups and just seeing how they do. So I know that's not always the most engaging content to just watch me read through things and go, "Oh, I could do this." But also yes, that is definitely a holy baseball bat. Uh, milk. Um, healing power, CC resist. Okay, you have 2 slots. And I guess that's it. It was in the box. I picked up a box from our friendly dog, and it had some milk in it, and now I can give that milk to my friend if I want to. Recommended for short people. Hello? Campfires are located between stages. Campfires restore health and revive fallen allies. You can consume items differently inside a campfire. Tiny items you can use during camping, so try finding some for your next campfire. I definitely do not have any campfire related trauma. Oh, they have personalized dialogue between them? Oh no. Oh no, I love that. Um, you can recruit another party member, which seems, I mean, that seems like something that you should just do right off the bat, right? I mean, it might make your deck a little bit less consistent, but or create a new item by reforging 2 items. Well, I guess it's time to choose our defender. As much as I appreciate Joey. We do have Kill It, which it seems like Miss Chain was also based around. Does lowering armor stack? Because if it does, and we can just totally ramp up the damage that Hein is doing between Miss Chain and Purcell, that might be good. Sure. Oh, it's not just one per. You can combine relics. I only have the one. Bake or burn an item. Well, we are full on health, so I think we're good. Oh, you can just go back in there at any time. Save and quit. Activate a relic's power by placing it on the display stand. What does that mean? Oh, that actually makes it permanent. So the things that you collect don't actually take effect until you log them here. Yeah? Also, your deck is... Cool. Let's do that. It does have swiftness. Yeah, this is fine. I do not know how long to expect a run to go, or how long I am going to survive. Uh, but we'll see what happens. It's fine. If we need to save and quit, there's an option to right here. But this is cool so far. I'm enjoying this. Ding. Obtain 2 bread, or use 3 bread to obtain golden bread. Where all allies take a little bit of damage. We do have a bunch of bread, so for an ally's health by 50 and cure faint status. Increase max health of all allies by 3. Okay, this seems pretty good. Okay, you can't have too much of a good thing, especially when that thing is bread. Magical fountain that is said to make wishes come true. As we get closer, the will of the fountain whispers me. My fountains are fit to kill a beast, let alone a man. You are not strong enough to handle my wishes. Enter Bloody Park in the previous playthrough too. Well, we get a key. Money that is mine now. Hello? Excuse me? Hello? Okay, so that can only be used on herself. Let's change you out. Grab a kill it. It's already swift. This is what happens when you go around accepting wishes from strange fountains. The entire reality just gets corrupted for a bit. You know, that's fair. You already have swiftness. Guess we'll just accelerate you, and then we can just murder. We can in fact just murder. Cool. Not the clunky attack. Basic heal is fine. Also, for some reason I thought that that my hand would get discarded when at the end of a turn. And that's why I was somewhat confused as to why it seemed a little bit difficult to only draw 2 per turn, but nope, we do in fact keep them. So I guess we can just zoop. Give you a heal. More bread. give you a level up. Innate. If you set it as a fixed ability, it can be used regardless of whether another. Okay. Aggro increased. Increase your maximum health. Target takes pain damage. View 3 of the targets. Oh, so it's something that you use on yourself, and then draw a card to reduce its cost. I feel like increasing your aggro might not be super handy, because we do have Priscilla kind of taunting herself, but oh, that's on all allies. So yeah, let's grab that. Cannot be fixed. Okay. This makes sense. Okay. Also, yes, when we got to the campfire after the boss, we could recruit another party member. Actually, looks like we can have up to 4, which is pretty fun. I guess we should probably make our DPS a little bit better. Countdown. Skill will cast if X number of skills are played or if you end your turn. Do I need to pay for it if it gets cast? I guess we can find that out. Well, cool. At what point do we get to, skills can be forgotten only when a character has 6 or more. Okay, so that's how you remove cards from the deck. Yes, yes, you're a very angry man. That's a boss. Behind door number U, we find a shop with a very gender shopkeeper. Enemies take 3 additional pain damage for each stack of pain debuff. Skill book. Cast a random skill. Disable all curses. Learn increase morale. Learn bandage. So it's a better heal. Sure. I don't know if those were good purchases, but can be used on support characters. Am I a support character? Oh. Oh, it's all of them. Oh, God, it's so good. Overheal all enemies by 2 if you defeat an enemy. That's really funny. That's really funny. But well, it's basic, filtering out basics as you learn stuff. That makes sense. Let's see. Make a prophecy prioritizing attack skills, gain ignore taunt, and tracking. Weakening increased by 20. That seems good for our killets. Sure, we'll take a blessing. And you can increase morale. Increasing morale is always good, as much as I like to kill it. Although Celestial Wing does kind of encourage us to go towards a DPS build for Purcell. That being said, do I actually need this much? Oh, so it doesn't need to be one of Purcell's skills. Guess we can just... Oh, right. You have taunt. Also, yes, I love the doll aesthetics. Headshot on top takes the next hit, absorbing incoming damage. Okay. So, and ignore taunt though, so we can murderize you. And if we wanted to, we could. We could just mutilate to secure that kill. And then just basic attack. Yeah, I'll take that prophecy. Just so the physician can heal thyself and bonk. Robots are kind of like dolls. Sure. Must be identified. Well, lucky enough, we happen to teleport to a random tile. Fascinating. These are just helpful treasure chests if you have a key. Receive 5 keys. Gain 4 more exchanges in the first turn of battle. So you can just totally mulligan your hand if you want to. Sure. I guess I've already clicked on it. More money. I think I like increasing morale here. You are going to attack. That is fine, I guess. Bleeding. 5 damage per turn. Ouch. Exchange you out. Guess we can just bonk you, and do we know who is going to... I think you're going to be attacked, right? You have the taunt? Not that it matters, because murder. Maximum health up. Sure. Critical hit chance decreasing is interesting. But when cast on the self, it makes my prophecies better. So we'll take it. So the issue that we're coming to here is that I have too many things that activate on prophecy, so I don't want to fix them. Anyway, you can get equipped with that. Oh, increased morale does stay in the hand, but only temporarily. So you can save it for another turn if you want. I need to get out of the Slay the Spire mentality. Okay, so from level 3 on, it costs 4. Taunt. Make yourself immune to death score. Do a little bit of damage. Pain and weakening debuffs. Sure, we can play with fire. Hey, what else are you gonna do with a hedgehog? Don't answer that, actually. Maybe I should have taken the skeleton key. If an attack misses, the next one costs 1 less. What if we simply do not miss in the first place? Actually, there's more over here, huh? Aha! Random positive enchantment to an equipment. I definitely did not read gravity there as gravy. Madness really is akin to gravy if you think about it. Also, hi, hello. The Witch. Capital Key, capital W. Remains in your hand at the end of the turn. You automatically cast it on all allies. Horrendous Pain. Cool. Great. Love that. Let's... Okay. It does only happen once if there's only one target. Cool, cool, cool. What if we swap you around for... Sure. That should activate regardless, yeah? Or not. Okay. So I guess I don't know how that works. Increase our morale. Let's accelerate you, I suppose. You can have a little more pain, just as a treat. As a treat. So this will instantly kill the maid doll. Okay. Grab something that only costs one. Prophesy Healing Coil and cast it on yourself. Weakening Curse. Attack power and healing power down. Well, I'm so sorry, Miss Chain. You're just gonna need to deal with that for a little while. I think you are still taunted. And we'll just do a little bit of murder. Ah, okay. So after you use a countdown skill, then it sort of goes on the stack. Or not the stack, but you know what I mean. This is... I kind of love this. This is great. Next hook drawn by prophecy costs one less. what if we simply do some just a little bit of murder anyway? Do I have the ability to just kill? You do have taunt. Boo. Although this does gain ignore taunt and guaranteed crit against targets whose health is below 50%. So I think I can just, yeah. I know how my skills work. I see. So it goes, it doesn't activate automatically. Oh well. Shift that out, maybe get something for free. I do not have anything for free. One entire HP. Characters will think they receive damage at death's door, so you do have some negative health already. Recover from it by healing. Well, we can heal you, and then we can murder. Cool. Love the look of that. And an unknown scroll, a bunch of soul stones. View 3 random relics and select one to obtain. Another gift item. More soul stones, more credits. Cool. We have received MacGuffin. A time shade. Sure. So, we are going to... Are you healing us with that baseball bat? Honestly, rude. Also, I should grab this guitar. I should grab... take 4 damage per weakening debuff. Just for 4 health when pain debuff is removed, or start of the 3rd turn, add a rare skill to my hand. Cool. All I do is beat people up with a baseball bat. That's definitely not a baseball bat. Okay, well, we definitely want to use that. Upgrade. Prophecy costs 2 less. Oh, okay. So when I see it in a prophecy, it will cost 2 less, which is pretty good given how much I prophesy. Relics or equipment. Haven't been using these rerolls, or I've been forgetting that I have it. So I have purple tier equipment and select one. Ah. Why? Why is there an ah? Gain 2 mana when the battle starts. debuff is removed, restore a mana, or draw a skill. Start a first turn, a random Lucy rare skill. Guess we'll take that. And, oh, you each have different preferred skills. Or, preferred gifts. Do you like electric guitars? Based on this expression, I feel like this is not the right choice. Huh? Are you giving this to me? Aw, how considerate of you. Thanks, Lucy. I guess we'll take that. Oh, and then you get cutscenes? Hello? Okay, I love this game already. Miss Jane. What's wrong, Lucy? You have a weird name. What's up with you? You're gonna hurt my feelings, you know. But it is weird. Well, you're right, because it's not my real name. It's not your real name? Of course! How can a person be named after a chainsaw? My real name is Annie. The chain is something of a nickname. The nickname people gave me after seeing me wreck stuff with a chainsaw. Yeah, makes sense. Annie. There's no need to call me by my real name. I don't really like my name anyway. It sounds too plain. Just call me Miss Chain like always. Miss Chain, do you like wrecking stuff? Yeah, it relieves stress. You know that feeling of satisfaction when you build up a tower and then topple it in one go? Something like that. I don't get it. You seem aggressive. Oh, I see. Miss Chain, are you an M? It needed to be put in a sentence for me to understand. Huh? Didn't that sound more like an S, though? When did you learn words like that? Somehow. Or somehow. Don't mistake me for some kind of hooligan, alright? I'm also in charge of construction and maintenance work around the Ark. Really? Oh, of course. A chainsaw has a lot more uses than just wrecking stuff. The only thing I wreck are monsters in the Twisted Land. Go ahead, I can help find the time shades and burn away my stress at the same time. Two birds with one stone, don't you think? I still don't get it. No, it's so cute. Okay, I like this game. I want to play more of this on Sunday. I am going to boop, boop. Attack power armor, crit chance is reduced. Heals for 15% of the wearer's damage. It's good on our DPS. Skills that infect. I don't think we have anything that inflicts pain. Armor penetration. Does increased damage to taunting enemies. Crit chance and accuracy up. Create a mark and executioner. Skill that deals 50 damage per target for every 6 enemies defeated. I feel like Berserker's Blood is the most boring, but the most guaranteed to be useful, especially since we still have like some guaranteed crit skills. I do love an eye, though. I do love an eye. I'm actually going to increase my max mana. I'm going to equip you with our blood. Um, hmm. Increase all pain and weakening debuff stacks. Thank you for the clip. God. More reduction of armor. I guess that does give some barrier, which is nice. I guess. That being said, we now have far too many skills on you. Um, skills drawn, ignore taunt. Maybe that's slightly less useful. Anyway, that being said, I think it is getting late, but about your interpretation of the dialogue first. Sometimes, I mean, to be fair, is kind of how I feel in 50% of conversations I'm in. So, uh, um, but yeah, that being said, I am going to call it here. I'm going to. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Sardamon! We were literally. I was just in the middle of a sentence about how we're going to end off for tonight. Oh no! Um. Uh, well, thank you for the corporate merger, even so. We'll make it a raid train. But for those of you who are just coming in, hello, my name is Cricket. I'm just your perfectly average changeling VTuber, and we've been playing Chrono Ark, which is an early access roguelike deck builder game that is heavily featured. It's heavily based around creating synergies between different party members. So all the different party members are what create your deck that you draw from. It's pretty mechanically intensive. It has a lot more RPG DNA than other roguelike deck builders that you might be interested in or that you might be more familiar with. And like I said, it is early access. It is close to release, I believe, but what's here already is pretty cool. But this was our first time trying it, and we are about to end. I'm very, very sorry. But if it sounds interesting, I mean, feel free to take a look at it on Steam, or we're probably going to be playing this again on Sunday. If you wanted to tune in then, but anyway. I was like, you're very, very sweet, Sardamon. Really, thank you very much for the raid. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and save here. We'll pick that up on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. For those of you who are outside of the United States, we just had like some daylight savings time nonsense. So that 2 p.m. might be an hour shifted from what you're used to. But anyway, let's find someone else to raid real quick, yeah? Check your local time zone listings for more information. Also probably tweet or something. But let's send this over to Banja? Banja. This game is kind of like Pokemon when you think about it. But Bancha is a Tanuki. He is playing a monotype run of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. So, Frank will probably be kind enough to put our raid messages there in chat, both emoji and emote versions, whether you are not subscribed or are. But yeah, let's get that going. He's only been going for an hour and a half, so it's probably fine. Probably. If not, the raid train continues. But yeah, I very much want to thank everybody who stopped by. Thank you to everybody who was here with our non-start at the beginning. Thank you for tolerating the change in gears. I really thought this was neat so far. So yeah, everyone who came by to check out this game for the first time, our new followers, our lurkers, really, to everyone who has chosen to gaze long into the abyss, know that the abyss gazes back, and I'll see you again on Sunday. Take care of yourselves, okay? Pokemon World is scary. Okay, bye-bye.